Welcome everyone to Improvers Concept, and we're going to talk about the nervous system. And this is an introduction to the nervous system. So let's start with the cells that makes up what the nervous system. And one of the most important cells is the neuron. And neuron is what the functional unit of the nervous system. It is also known as the nerve cells. And neurons has a few types. And they are what similar in what structure and function. The neurons are what capable of receiving, conducting, and transmitting impulses to each other, as well as to muscle cells and gland, which are called effectors. Neurons has what processes. Um, the dendrites receive the information, while the axon is a process which what conducts what the impulse from what away from the cell body. So let's take a look at a few of these neurons. So as you can see, this is a unipolar neurons. Its axons bifurcate into two processes. The next beside it is what a bipolar neurons. It has two axons, two separate axons coming out from what the cell body, and the other one is what the multipolar neurons. So this also shows us a typical example of what neuron. As you can see, the cell body, it has a nucleus just like every other cell. It has an axon which is wrapped around by the myelin sheet. You can see it, and the points are called what? Those nodes are called the node of Revia. So talk about the neuroglia. So neuroglia consists of what? Several categories of non-neuronal cells, and these include the microglia, macroglia, and the ependymal cells. So let's talk about the microglia and the ependymal cells. They are derived from what? Neurotubes. They are derived from neurotube. The microglia are macrophage whose origin in the form of monocytes precursors in the bone. So this means that the microglia function in immunity of the what nervous system. Yes, they act as what phagocytes that help to destroy bacteria and unwanted unwanted organisms in the nervous system. So let's talk about the epidermal cells. Epidermal cells form a cuboid, a simple cuboidal epithelium that lines the central canal of the spinal cord and the ventricle of the brain. And let us go a little bit on microglia. See, microglia includes what the protoplasmic astrocytes and support neurons in the gray matter from the superior barrier and envelope capillaries of the CNS. Fibrous astrocytes located in the white matter function similarly to protoplasmic astrocytes. So the function of what fibrous astrocytes is also similar to what to that of what protoplasmic astrocytes. We should take note of them. So I think we should look at this diagram. Shows us neuroglia in the CNS divided into what macroglia and microglia. And in the macroglia we have the astrocytes, the oligodendrocytes, the ependymocyte cells, and of course the microglia cells are like macrophages. You get. So we should talk about the major divisions of the nervous systems and see the brainstem. Brainstem is usually part of the brainstem is the medulla oblongata, the pons, the mesencephalon, and let's see the structure. You can see if you remove the cerebrum, we have the we have the what? The midbrain, the pons, and the what? Medulla oblongata forms what? The brain stem.